From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
Cascade Paint Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
All right, let's get you right into Kruger's QuickCast here for this Monday night. And taking a look at tonight, you know, even though it's going to be warm again here for tomorrow, temperature is most likely well above normal for this time of the year. We still have these cool overnight and early morning lows for you to get those early morning chores done before that sun really starts to beat down on us and we see those significantly warmer temperatures. So getting out the door tomorrow morning for your September 24th, getting out to school or going off to work, temperatures mid-60s in the valley, mid-50s for most of the higher elevations, and the coast also in the mid-50s. All right, so take a look at Futurecast, and really we're going to focus most on the coast here because obviously you're going to be looking at sunny skies here across the board. Now as we go through the day on Tuesday into Tuesday night, that fog bank will be working its way closer to the coast, but still a good sunny day in store for most of you along the coast here for tomorrow. Temperatures in the mid to upper 90s for most of the valley. Now there still could be some triple digit heat in there for Tuesday before we really start to see a bigger drop in our temperatures by Wednesday. 80s, some 90s in the higher elevations, still around 100 degrees for many of the inland areas, and for the coast, mid to upper 60s for your daytime highs. So a look at your 7-day outlook for the valley. There's that nice dip in our temperatures. We're seeing close to a 10-degree drop from Tuesday to Wednesday. After that, we're going to see a mini roller coaster ride with temperatures going up and down through most likely even all of next week. The coast will see temperatures peak again on Tuesday, a dip low to mid 60s here going into the weekend and early next week. But otherwise, inland, Trinity County, Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the Eastern Mountains, all seeing that mini roller coaster ride as we take you through the weekend and into early next week. All right, that's Kruger's QuickCast. Let's get you into your deeper dive forecast. We've got the hot start to the week. We started it today. I think we'll see more of the same here for tomorrow, maybe just a tad cooler, but for all intents and purposes, it'll be just as hot. Triple digits for the north end of the valley with a mini roller coaster ride with those temperatures as I was talking about, especially once we get into the middle and latter part of the week with no major heat waves, but still on the warm side for a good period of that 10-day forecast. So here's what we got. The winds, not that big of a deal here for tomorrow, but Wednesday they'll probably start to pick up from the south and even stronger in the eastern mountains. So we take a look at the humidity levels because, again, we got to take a look at that and what that's going to mean for our overall fire weather risk. It's going to be low humidity. So we've got that elevated fire weather risk for Tuesday and even Wednesday. Despite the fact that the temperatures are starting to go down, we've still got some high risk out there. Take a look at tomorrow. The areas in orange is in that high, getting close to that extreme range for the valley and even central Siskiyou County into Shasta Valley. Taking you to Wednesday, now as the temperatures drop, okay, but the problem is it's still gusty and it's still very dry out there. So we still have that elevated fire risk, especially for the north and east side of the valley. It doesn't seem to be as bad for central Siskiyou County, but here you can see even a few little faint areas of orange in parts of the eastern mountains. And again, that's because of those gusty winds. Now, again, I was talking about some cooler temperatures in the forecast, and that's because we've got a storm system that'll be here by the middle of this week. Let's take a look at tomorrow. Remember I was talking about that fog bank moving closer. So by tonight and into tomorrow morning, we've got the fog back, Wednesday morning. Tuesday is going to be another clear start to the day. It's Wednesday morning that you've got that fog moving on in, even making its way into Highway 101. But look at this, a very weak disturbance. Now this may bring some drizzle to parts of Del Norte County by around midday on Wednesday. This will then shift eastward and we could see a stray sprinkle for parts of Siskiyou County and eventually maybe even Wednesday evening into Modoc County. Is this anything to write home about? Not even close. Is this something you should cancel your outdoor plans over? Nope. Even if you work outdoors, I really wouldn't change those plans at all. And then by the time you get into Wednesday night, it's pretty much to our east and that's gone. Any chances for rain are once again completely out of the forecast. That's the ridge of high pressure. That's the heat that we're seeing today and tomorrow. It's shifting off to the east by the middle of the week. That's all thanks to this trough of low pressure right here. Now, as we shift this off to the north and east, we keep our temperatures down a little bit here. But by Thursday, Friday, that high pressure off to our east begins to build back in. We've got another trough of low pressure right here. That comes in by the weekend. That drops our temperatures down, especially by Saturday. By Sunday, high pressure to the west begins to build in. And then that begins to move on out. High pressure builds and stays in place as we go into early next week. This is that mini roller coaster ride I was talking about. We've got these storm systems riding to our north, keeping these ridges of high pressure at bay and preventing us from getting as warm as we could. But summer's still holding on. It's still going to be quite warm out there as we take a look at the extended outlook. So looking at your Climate Prediction Center outlook here, putting us in the warmer than normal category. Now look at the 10-day trend. Okay, so you can see that mini roller coaster ride I was talking about, right? But look at that nice little dip by the end of next week. So it looks like we've got some cooler air that will be coming in toward the end of next week. At least that's what it looks like for now. We'll have to kind of wait and see if that actually kind of comes into play here. But there you can see those wave heights for your Tuesday. They're dropping a little bit here. And then going into your Wednesday, it looks like we're not going to see much change. Now, that all being said, the small corrective advisory should be allowed to expire tonight. But there you can see those temperatures are going to drop down into the low to even mid-60s for the valley. And there you can see in the mountains, temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and those overnight lows for the coast in the mid-50s. So we take a look at your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. And what we've got here are those temperatures still on the warm side. Mid-upper 90s, even some triple-digit heat. Places like Big Bar, Douglas City, close to 100 degrees. And we take you out to the North Coast neighborhood forecast, getting close to 100 degrees for Alder Point, Garberville. Blue Lake, though, a high tomorrow of about 81 degrees. But yeah, up to about 100, 101 for Orleans, Hoopa, Willow Creek. Temperatures kind of in those upper 70s for Smith River, but Crescent City, about 68 degrees. Your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast, yeah, again, it's going to be on the warm side. Temperatures in the upper 90s along the Highway 96 corridor, the I-5 corridor, low to mid 90s to the north. To the south, you should be in the upper 80s to low 90s. We take a look at your Modoc County neighborhood forecast. Mid to upper 80s for your daytime highs. It's warming up, but then it goes back down, then it goes back up, back down again, and then maybe even dropping a little bit more toward the end of next week. Let's take a look at your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast. 88 degrees for Shingletown, 92 degrees for Paradise. Susanville, about 88. Again, that mini roller coaster ride with that 7-day forecast, really that 10-day trend. We take a look at your Valley neighborhood forecast to the south. Should still dodge that triple-digit mark for places like Chico, the high of about 97, 95 in Durham, and Biggs about 94 degrees. We take you up north with 98 degrees for the city of Shasta Lake. Now, again, we're splitting hairs here, but we got 99 for Redding, Anderson, Palisadro. Could you hit 100? Sure, not out of the question. You're talking about a 1-degree difference there. Bottom line, it's going to be another hot day for your Tuesday, but we do expect to see close to a 10-degree drop from Tuesday to Wednesday. Temperatures increasing slightly for Thursday, Friday, then another slight drop for Saturday, Sunday, then another slight increase as we go into early next week. Well, that is your evening update. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and live on Coffee with Kruger at 7 a.m.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.